Good morning, everyone. My name is Roger Scott. I'm the head trader for Wealth Press. Today is Thursday, the 9th of July. We are now completely in the second half of the year, and I'm going to go through the morning updates, give you some levels to look at for the rest of the day, tell you how the sentiment is going. And then yesterday, we got into the top choosier stocks, the best stocks to buy. Today, I'm going to tell you the 3 stocks that I think you should be selling. Or if you're holding these stocks, you should think about liquidating them ASAP. So let's get into it right now. So global stocks were mostly higher Thursday. Market sentiment appeared very fragile. We've been going up a little too far, too fast, in my opinion. COVID-19 contagious remains high in many countries, including here, U.S. I'm in Florida, and things are not getting better. U.S. stocks recovered most of the year's losses, at least the tech stocks have, helping to push global prices despite rising number of American COVID-19 infections that threaten to derail the economic improvement. Investors are still buying tech. There is a huge premium right now for tech. Tech is right now kind of like utilities were back and transports were in the day. It's an emergency stock. It's a stay-at-home stock because technology helps us stay at home, social distancing, be able to communicate with each other, and so forth and so forth. On Wednesday, yesterday, Wall Street turned in 6th gain in 7 days with the S&P closing up 0.8, and Amazon, Apple, Microsoft accounted for half of the rise. And that's something I wanted to bring up. I want you guys to understand, U.S. stock markets are capitalized weighted. That means the bigger the stock, the bigger the vote it has, or the bigger the power, the bigger the say it has in the index. And if you take Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Nvidia, Apple, you're going to get about half of the market capitalization in the NASDAQ 100, which has been rising. So you got to be very careful because ultimately those 5 stocks are not going to control the stock market. Investors on Thursday, that's today, will look at the latest snapshot of layoffs. And they are already out. I already know what they are. I'm going to show them to you right now, which have remained stuck and at an elevated weekly pace above 1 million, strongly above 1 million since the COVID-19 erupted. Chinese markets led recent rise in Asia. They're bouncing back. And the most important part, I think, is the fact that crude oil is above $40 a barrel. That means U.S. companies and global companies don't have to bleed anymore. Think of crude oil as passengers on an airplane for the airline industry, okay? If the people aren't traveling, they're bleeding cash. Same thing with crude oil. It's costing large manufacturers and refineries and fracks. It's causing these frackers about $39 to $42, give or take, to buy a barrel of oil. So that is their cost. So if the oil price can remain at this level or slightly above, there's going to be a really good chance that the U.S. companies, the large blue chip ExxonMobil, which have huge market capitalization, will stop bleeding, which could be huge. Now, we got the job report. The number is at 1.3 million. The range is 1.15 million to 1.4 million. Consensus was 1.375. We actually came better than expected. The key here right now, and I keep telling everyone, I wouldn't really look at these numbers too much. I would look at the average. I would look at the 4-week average and see if we're treading below there. And we are. We're at 1.3 million. The 4-week moving average is at 1.5 million. So we're slightly better than the expectation, which by 61,000. Better than the sharp stick in the eye. We're better than the consensus range. That's positive. And we're better than the moving average, the 4-week moving average. So I would say that's a positive sign. Now, again, today's Thursday. Yesterday, we looked at some of the best stocks, some of the choosiest stocks. Today, I want to look at the opposite. I want to look at stocks that are just doing really, really bad. Now, remember what I told you about a month ago, 2 weeks ago, a week ago? I was pointing at airlines and banks. And remember I told you these CSI scans, they don't really change as often as you may think. So again, looking today, what a surprise. Wells Fargo still the weakest stock. American Airline, weakest stock. Xerox, remember I covered Xerox? I told you guys to sell Xerox. Still going down. Nordstrom's is in bankruptcy. Delta Airlines, Coach, United Airlines. So here's what I would do. I would focus on the airlines and the banks. That's what I would do. I would focus on these. I would focus on Wells Fargo. Let's take a look at Wells Fargo. Let's take a quick look here. Oh yeah, it's breaking down. I would sell Wells Fargo right at the current level, and if it rises above, so I would sell it at about the 23.70 on a sell stop, and if it goes above 30, I would cover it. Give it about 3 points of risk. It should come down from here. So Wells Fargo is definitely a sell. Do not go picking Wells Fargo right now. It's not the time for it. American Airlines, oy, oy, oy. Oh, what a terrible pick right now. Yeah, it's not doing well either. Again, I would feel more comfortable selling. It's at about 11, 12 bucks. I would feel comfortable selling it at about $10 because if it breaks 10, it's going to go lower, and I would put a stop loss or a buy stop at about 14. Let's look at some more. Xerox. Oh yeah, do not like Xerox. Xerox was on the chopping board last week. Yeah, this stock does not look good. Now here, you want to wait for a breakdown below 1420. Once it breaks 1420, you want to sell it. And if it goes above 17, you want to buy it back. All right. Another one here for you. That's Xerox. Nordstrom's we're going to skip because it's in courts right now. Delta. Oh yeah, Delta's not looking pretty either. And as you can see, I'm just picking the weakest stocks. Again, here, it's a descending triangle. I would wait for price to break right below the 22.50 level. And if it sells there, I would put a buy stop right around $31 level. Let's see if there's a few others. Look at this. Molson Golden. Haven't even seen that on the list. Marriott is popping up. Jeez Louise. Carnival. I would stick with, I wouldn't touch Molson Golden. I would probably look at Carnival again. Let's see. Let's see if Carnival's on the uptick. No, not at all. Look at that. Nothing. See, you want to wait till it breaks the low, though. And the low here is right around the 11.15 level. But anyhow, let me go again through these stocks. Wells Fargo is a sell. American Airlines is a definite sell. Xerox, definite sell. Nordstrom's, you want to stay away from Nordstrom's. Delta Airlines is a sell. Coach, I'm not really familiar with this stock, and it's a low price stock. I like to trade stocks that are over 20 bucks a share if I can help it. Although most of these are not right now because of where they're at, but I'm just not knowledgeable on Coach. United Airline is a sell, and Carnival is a sell. So yeah, Carnival bad. United Airline bad. Delta bad. Xerox bad. American Airlines bad. Wells Fargo bad. If you're long these stocks right now, do yourself a favor. Find other stocks to invest in. These are not good stocks, and it looks like they may be sitting on the sidelines for quite some time. Now, folks, I've never seen a trick. I got something for you today. I've never seen a trick to profit from the markets quite like this one. In fact, Tom Busby, my good friend and my mentor, already used it to win about 85% of his trades last month. Now, folks, 8.5 out of 10 trades. That's 17 trades out of 20. Can you imagine winning 8.5 times? 8.5 times every time you'd place 10 trades? That would make you a really confident and a very effective trader. And had you followed his trade recommendations, you would have made more money in 1 month than most traders make in a decade. Isn't that true? But luckily for you, this weekend could have the more potential to be epic than ever. Tom says that his trick could give you a chance to make 261% or more. Are you ready to get started? Of course you are. Click the link below to get this confidential market hack. Again, weekend could have the potential. This weekend you could learn what could potentially give you 261% return, 85% accuracy. Can you imagine being accurate 2 out of every 3 trades? That's scary accurate, all right? Winners, triple-digit winners, you don't want to miss this. Get ready to change your life with this. Click the link below. Get this confidential hack now. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your loved ones. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and have a great day, and stay out of trouble. Bye.